Hey guys, Stache here with another video. This is going to be a breakdown continuation of the event, the Crown Games. In this video, we'll be focused on gameplay. We'll be going over both Jousting as well as the Kingdom Tourney games, so let's get into it. Here on the Jousting page, you can see the Tap to Initiate challenge. You'll also see that Auto Battle. That is an additional feature that can be purchased. If you do activate it after purchasing, throughout the Jousting challenge, it will automatically run from beginning to end once you select your heroes. Throughout it, you'll run into your buff and debuff options, and it'll automatically purchase those and continue on to the next boss. Here I'll remind you that each time you initiate a Jousting challenge, it will cost you 2 Jousting Lances. After you tap to initiate challenge, you'll be brought to a page. You'll see 5 positions that you can fill with your heroes. Once you select Quick Dispatch, your 5 best heroes left with attempts will fill in those positions. Please take note of the timer at the very top is a 60-minute timer that will reset after it concludes. Once that timer concludes, every one of your heroes will have their 10 opportunities refilled, and then you can select them again. Once you confirm your team, you'll enter into the challenge. You'll notice a running list of opponents at the very top. You're also going to notice your 5 heroes you've selected at the bottom. It will show the HP for each competitor and opponent, as well as the damage. You'll have an opportunity to begin the challenge yourself by clicking Versus, or it will automatically start after a countdown. That countdown is giving you the opportunity to see your opponent and select if you're going to use a Herald's Pennant. That Herald's Pennant will immediately defeat your opponent without any damage incurred to your own hero. Here you'll notice that the opponents you're going to face are going to be either beasts or they will be heroes. They sometimes switch off and they will definitely get stronger. You'll take note that after you beat each beast or hero, that you'll be rewarded with both medals and victor virtues. During the Jousting challenge between beast and hero opponents, there's going to be opportunities to help your team. As these opportunities approach, you'll have different options that present themselves. You'll have plenty of time as there is a 2-minute timer before the challenge will resume automatically. You'll be spending your victor virtues to purchase those options. You'll notice 2 different color icons that signify the options. They'll be brown or green. The green will better your team and the brown will have options that debuff the opponent's team. Just to review some, you might have an opportunity to revive a random member. You might have the opportunity to recover a percentage of HP for all of your heroes that are alive, or you might better your critical hit rate, better your HP, or better your damage. The debuffs would lower the opponent's HP or lower all of the opponent's damage. Something to keep in mind as you're deciding which options you're going to spend your victor virtues on. The first 3 options they give you can be reset once for free. Following that, you can spend gems up to 5 more times to get more options. Early on in the challenge, you have to keep in mind you'll face up to 9 more bosses. It could be better to debuff those 9 bosses than to better the 4 or 5 heroes that you have left on your team. As the challenge goes on and you pay attention to how many bosses you have left to beat and how many heroes you have, it could be good to search for one of those revive hero options. Then you'll be able to try to get to the very end and get all 10 bosses defeated. One of the most important things you can do is pay attention to how many bosses you have faced, as well as pay attention to how many heroes you have. As you get towards some of the later bosses that are bigger, there might be a strong boss that comes around number 7. You can use a Herald's Pennant to prevent one of your teammates from dying and get further and deeper into the challenge. Reviewing some of the stronger beasts and hero bosses that you'll face, Thoth is about 6,000 damage with 1,200 HP. The Nemean Lion has a damage of 6.6k with an HP of 2,800. It's one of the larger beasts other than Shadow Panther. Shadow Panther has a damage of 7.9k and can have an HP of about 10,000. Inverse, Odin has a high damage but a mediocre HP with damage at 9.3k and HP of about 4,000. As the challenges passes its halfway point, you'll need to pay attention to how many heroes you have left. You might have 2 or 3 heroes, and you're going to be approaching stronger bosses more frequently. Approximately opponent number 7, there is occasionally a strong boss like Shadow Panther or Odin. It is very efficient to use a Herald's Pennant at this time to try and maintain all your heroes. Earlier on in the event, you might only be able to reach boss 5. That is still an efficient use of jousting lances, as 5 bosses is approximately 4,000 medals, meaning 2,000 per lance. As the days of the events continue on and you're able to upgrade your team as a whole, specifically the 5 heroes that you might be focusing on, it should be very easy to get to the end of the challenge with a little focus. You'll be able to beat all 10 bosses and net approximately 10,000 medals per challenge. This will be the best outcome for your lances at approximately 5,000 per lance. Moving on to the other option of gameplay for the event, this is on the Kingdom Tourney page, and it is a PvP style gameplay which pits you against other players and certain attributes of their heroes they submit. Looking at Skittles, there are 4 openings for participation in each match. Once it is full, it'll automatically pit all 4 players against each other based on their luck attribute of the heroes they submit. Reviewing the rewards for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, you have 800, 400, and 300 medals. You'll be spending 1 jousting lance for each participation, so you'll want to try to aim for that top spot to have the most efficiency of medals per each lance. As you continue to participate throughout the day, you'll see that there is a ranking for all the medals accumulated in that day for just Skittles. You can see the rewards here for landing in the top couple spots. Next, looking at Game Ball, you can see that there are 6 openings for participation. When those 6 positions are full, the match will begin, or at the end of the timer. Those 6 players will be pitted against each other based on the strength attribute. You can fill in your heroes with the quick dispatch and then click participate. Here you can see in the reward preview that for Game Ball, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd will net you either 1,600 or 500 medals. As you can see here, each game has a different reward for their daily rankings. Review all 3 games to see which one might fit you best. Here you can see that Horse Polo also has 6 opportunities for participation in each match. The gameplay will focus on the attribute of determination. As you can see for Horse Polo, it has the highest medal counts given out for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd respectively. It would be efficient to focus on Horse Polo in using your lances. Here is a preview for the rewards for the daily rankings of Horse Polo medals earned. One of the final elements of gameplay that I'll touch on and elaborate more past the upgrading heroes video is the Fanfare of Fortitude. You can find this on the Kingdom Tourney page at the top left. Here you'll be using the rallying horns to donate to each other. You'll have a list of your friends and a list of the alliance, so you can donate 3 maximum a day to everyone. If you have people in your alliance who are not able to accumulate enough, you might want to skip every other day or every 3rd day to try to reach as high as you can on those quest rewards. There is not a medal rank element to this. It is simply for quest rewards. That's going to be about it, and we'll conclude the gameplay breakdown for the event, the Crown Games. I know I personally really appreciate your time and hope that one of these videos helped you in any way possible. Speaking on behalf of the Game of Math and the Guardians of Merlin, we hope that you can subscribe to our channel and like our videos. We just strive to better the game we all love and to improve the community. Thank you.